Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to have a new grammar lesson in Module 2A. It's called Past Simple Tense. We use the past simple tense when we are talking about an action or verb that happened or finished. Again, we use the past simple tense when we talk about an action or the verb that happened and finished. We put ed or d or ied to the verb. We put ed or d or ied to the verb. When we have the last letter in the verb e, we are going to put d only. Like dance, what is the last letter in dance? E, so we will put d. Okay, now if we have the last letter in the verb y, we have to look at the letter before the y. If it's not a vowel, we will cross the y and put ied. Again, not a vowel plus y, cross the y and put ied. Like cry. What is the last letter? Y. Before the Y, R. R is not a vowel. So we will cross the Y and we will put I-E-D. If we have a vowel before the Y, we will just put ED, like in play. What is the last letter? Y. What is the letter before the Y? A. A is a vowel. So we will just put ED. I'm going to skip the Y only if I have the letter before the Y, not a vowel. Okay. The negative form in the past simple tense, we use didn't or did not. Like I played football, I didn't play football. I didn't play football. And now let's move to the question form in the past. How to form a question in the past, we have to use did. Like, yes, I played football. Did you play football? I can't say or I never say, did you played football? Because did, it's already in the past. So I never put two verbs in the past in the same sentence. So it will be, did you play football? Okay. What are the key words of the past simple? What are the words that when I see them, I have to use the past simple tense? I have yesterday, last, in the past, once. Again, yesterday, last, in the past, once. This is a very simple exercise. Put the verbs in the past. Put the verbs in the past. It means that we are going to put ed or d or ied. How many verbs I have got in the exercise? 7 verbs. Dance, play, jump, study, watch, stay, and fix. Number 1, dance. What is the last letter in dance? E. So I'm going to put D only. So it will be danced. Number 2, play. What is the letter? What is the last letter? I'm sorry. Y. Before the Y, you have a vowel. So I'm not going to skip the Y. I will just put ED. So it will be played. Number 3, jump. I will just put ed, jumped. 4, study. What is the last letter? Y. Before the Y, you have a vowel? No. So you will skip the Y and put IED, studied. 5, watch. You will just put ED. 6, stay. What is the last letter? Y. Before the Y, you have what? A. A is a vowel, so I will not skip the Y. I will just put ED. What's the last one, number 7? Fix. Fix. I will just put ED. So it will be fixed. And now, my students, here is another simple exercise. Rewrite. Number 1. Yesterday, I play football with my friend. Where is the key word? We have yesterday. So it means that I have to put the verb in the past. Okay, play. What is the last letter? Y. Before the Y, A. A is a vowel. So I will just put ED. It will be played. Number 2. My mom baked a cake last week. Correct. My mom baked a cake last week. What is the key word? Last week. Okay, so it means that I have to put the verb in the past. I have bake. What is the last letter? E. So I will just put D, baked. Number 3. I would like to the club. After to, you have to put the verb in the infinitive form or in the base form. So it will be go. Number 4. I studied English last night. Negative. I didn't study. Can you see that I skipped the IED and I put Y? I didn't study English last week. Number 5. I played volleyball yesterday. Form a question. I underlined for you yesterday. So I'm asking about time. When did you play volleyball? And now, my students, I'm going to explain to you the meaning of irregular verbs. Irregular verbs are verbs that are not following the rules. I mean, they are the verbs that when I want to put them in the past, I cannot add for them ed or d or ied. I can just change the whole word. I can just change the whole word, like am and is. I can't put amd or is. No, I will put was. So the past simple of am and is was. Are, were. Have and has, had. Do and does, did. Go, went. These are some of the irregular verbs. Okay, I want to tell you something that if you open page 122 in the student's book, if you open page 122 in the student's book, you will find a lot of irregular verbs. Okay, you can start by studying like 5 verbs every day. 5 verbs every day. Okay, you will study the base form and the past simple tense only, the first 2 columns. No need for the past participle now. Okay. And now I need you to open the student's book, page 21. Open the student's book, page 21. Complete the sentences with the past simple tense in brackets. I'm just asking you to put the past simple. Number 1. You like the film. It's question. Can you see the question mark? Yes, it. Great. So it will be what? Did you like the film? Yes, it was great. Do you know that verb to be, it's am or is or are? And the past of am and is was, are, were. Okay, number 2. Last summer we not go camping. Can you see not? I'm just telling you to put the verb in the negative form. So it will be we didn't go camping. We go on a cruise around the Mediterranean. What is the past of go? Went. Number 3. Matt and Faye not buy a bike. They buy a skateboard. It will be Matt and Faye didn't or did not buy a bike, because I just put for you not in the bracket. I'm asking you to put the negative form. They buy a skateboard. What is the past of buy? It's bought. You will find bought in page 122, as I told you. Number 4. Yesterday at 5 o'clock. Yesterday at 5 o'clock, it started raining. So I stay at home. Okay, start. You will just put ed. So it will be started raining. So I stayed. I will just put ed. I will not skip the y because I have a vowel before the y. Stayed. Number 5. Alice take pictures in Japan. This is a question. Yes, she. Lots of pictures. She love the place. What's the answer? Did Alice take pictures in Japan? Yes, she took lots of pictures. She loved the place. I will just put D in love because the last letter is E. And now please let's open page 16 in the booklet. Page 16 in the booklet. And start answering the first exercise, rewrite. Number 1. Last summer we traveled to USA. Correct. Where is the key word? Last. So underline last. So we are going to put the verb in the past. It will be traveled. It will be traveled. Number 2. Tom and Ben took lots of pictures. Negative. So this sentence, it's in the past, took. So I'm going to put didn't. I'm going to use didn't. So Tim and Ben didn't take lots of pictures. Number 3. My uncle bought a new car. Question. My uncle bought a new car. I underlined for you a new car. So what is the question? What did your uncle buy or bought? Buy, because I put did. So it will be, what did your uncle buy? Number 4. Did you buy souvenirs? Answer. No, I didn't. Number 5. Mary would like to. After to, you would put the verb in the base form. So it will be flies or fly or flying. It will be fly. Number 6. The children are playing in the park. Negative. The children aren't playing in the park. Number 7. Mark hates study. Correct. After hate, you have to put the verb in the gerund form, ing. So it will be Mark hates studying. Number 8. Listen, the birds singing. Correct. Where is the key word? Listen. We have to put present continuous. So, listen, the birds are singing. Can you remember the present continuous tense? Am or is or are plus the verb plus ing. Number 9. Mom is baking a cake. Use often. Mom is baking a cake. Okay. I'm just asking you to put often, so I'm just telling you to put the verb in the present simple tense. So it will be what? Mom often bakes a cake. Number 10. The cat runs after the mouse. Use now. I'm asking you to put the verb now in the present continuous tense. What is the present continuous? Am or is or are plus ing. So it will be the cat is running after the mouse now. Let's move to the next exercise. Match the following. We have number 1, travel. 2, buy. 3, go. 4, explore. Number 1, travel. It's travel abroad. 2, buy souvenirs. 3, go sightseeing. 4, explore a cave. Now, please open the workbook, page 18. Please open the workbook, page 18. Exercise C. Complete the sentences with the past simple of the verbs in brackets. So I'm just asking you to put these verbs in the past simple tense. Number 1. Hey Tom, I won the swimming competition yesterday. So it will be, hey Tom, what's the past of win? It will be won. I won the swimming competition yesterday. Really? I not know you were good at swimming. Really? I didn't know, because I want you to put the verb in the negative form. Number 2. Yesterday morning, Susan in the garden and her newspaper. Then she surf the net and download songs. I need all of these verbs to be in the past. So, yesterday morning, Susan sat in the garden and what's the past of the verb read? It will be read. And read her newspaper. Then she surfed, you will just put ed, the net and downloaded songs. Number 3. Tony visit Egypt last summer. He not take lots of pictures, but he buy many souvenirs. So it will be Tony. What's the past of visit? Visited. You will just put ed. Egypt last summer. He not take. It will be what? He didn't take lots of pictures, but he What's the past of buy? Bought. But he bought many souvenirs. Number 4. Hey Alan, where be you last night? I not see you at Katie's party. I go to a rock concert with my brother. The meaning of concert, do you know it's like a musical party? So let's start doing number 4. Hey Alan, where were you last night? I didn't see you at Katie's party. I went to a rock concert with my brother. And now let's move to page 19 in the workbook. Exercise D. Write sentences as in the example. Number 1. Brenda was at the cinema yesterday. Skate park. So the answer will be Brenda wasn't at the cinema yesterday. She was at the skate park. Number 2. Andrew did his homework yesterday afternoon. Arts and crafts. Andrew didn't do his homework yesterday afternoon. He did arts and crafts. Number 3. The boys hung out with their uncle last night. Friends. The boys didn't hang out with their uncle last night. They hung out with their friends. Number 4. James and Tracy were at school in the morning. Home. James and Tracy weren't at school yesterday. They were at home. Number 5. Mike traveled to Spain last month. Italy. Mike didn't travel to Spain last month. He traveled to Italy last month. Number 6. Robert and I played tennis yesterday evening. Volleyball. Robert and I didn't play tennis yesterday evening. We played volleyball. Okay, exercise E. Use the prompts to write questions, then answer them. Number 1. What time you get up yesterday morning? Can you see the word yesterday? It means that we are going to form the question in the past simple tense. So the answer will be, what time did you get up yesterday morning? The answer will be, I got up at 6 o'clock, for example. Number 2. Where you go on holiday last year? Last, I have last. So I will use also the past simple. So, where did you go on holiday last year? The answer is, I went to Dahab, for example. Number 3. When you learn to ride bike? When did you learn to ride bike? The answer, I learned to ride bike last week. Number 4. Where be you yesterday evening? I told you before that verb to be, it's am or is or are, and the past was or were. So the answer will, where were you yesterday evening? This is the question. The answer is, I was at the cafe yesterday evening. Now, let's move to the last exercise, exercise 5. Complete with the sentences from letter A to F. I'm going to read the sentences for you first in the box. A. What did you do there? B. I am only joking. C. What else did you do? D. You're back. E. Here you go. F. To be honest, I didn't like horse riding. Now, who's talking? Victor and Kevin. Let me start reading for you first the dialogue. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, and I had a great time. I want to go to Paris next summer too. That's good. I went sightseeing, hiking, and horse riding. Horse riding, wow! Really? I bought lots of souvenirs, but I didn't buy a souvenir for you. That's okay. This is for you. Thanks, Kevin. Oh no, it's broken. Don't worry. Take this. Now, let me start answering with you. Hey, Kevin. What's the answer? D. You're back. Kevin? Yeah, and I had a great time. I want to go to Paris next summer. That's good. Number 2 will be A. What did you do there? I went sightseeing, hiking, and horse riding. Horse riding, wow. Number 3 will be F. To be honest, I didn't like horse riding. Really? What will be number 4? What else did you do? I bought lots of souvenirs, but I didn't buy a souvenir for you. That's okay. Number 5. I'm only joking. This is for you. Thanks, Kevin. Oh no, it's broken. Don't worry. Here you go. Take this.